I like to sit down when I do this. But I came here with just my computer. I didn't really have a chance to print things out. And so this one, the first one I'm reading, was written sometime in the period between 2016 and 2020. And it draws upon like someone I talked to who was always talking about Bible prophecy and the end times and all that, and he's very hypnotic in the way he spoke. So I thought I would, use that imagery. So this one's called "The Reign of the Dragon of Babylon is Here." You look, but do not see. The father of lies speaks, and his followers come like disciples drawn to his church, his temple. By the millions they come, shouting with exuberant joy. It's a miracle. The great dragon of perdition fulfills a prophecy by the abomination of desolation, declaring himself God. For whom else but God can be without sin? The great dragon sits upon his throne, upon a great city in a great land that swallowed history centuries ago, a city on a hill, and the world looks. He declares his enemies, they shall be sacrificed, his lambs upon an altar, like lambs upon an altar. Hear them weep. Hundreds of millions cry out, how long, how long? The world awaits its hero, who will come upon the clouds and slay the dragon of Babylon. Kind of like commenting on the hypocrisy of the Christianity of some people at least. All right, the next one is called The Name. This is inspired by a experience I had meeting a psychopath, and I think that there are monsters in the world, and we just happened, the Americans just happened to elect one of them. The Name. So again, this is inspired by someone I actually met before, but it fits perfectly right now where I'm feeling. The Name. His name is like an incantation, a magical spell. So afraid am I to even say it. No, it is a curse and something profane, all the same. I heard that name today, and I heard myself saying that name, and it felt like I'd committed some grave sin, and I should seek the sacrament of penance and reconciliation from the church. While not normally given to such magical thinking or beliefs in curses or incantations, I did feel different today afterward, and for a while I couldn't get that face out of my mind. I felt anxious, expecting something bad to happen, and the world felt different, a bit more unfriendly and frightening, and I felt alone and vulnerable. But since I shared this poem, I felt a little better, a little more relaxed. Thank you. So the next, I'll just read one more. Erin said she liked this collection, which I haven't dug up for a long time, and so that was good feedback. That was really interesting for me. So, a modern day Van Helsing, and this is part of that same collection I wrote a while ago. I felt like I was describing some immortal being that could not be killed, but the truth was I didn't have the stomach for it, or the courage. Though I dreamed of some modern day Van Helsing or vampire slayer driving a wooden stake through his heart, maybe a relative, lover, or friend, or one of his victims. Actually, to be honest, more often than not, in my dream, a sniper's bullet would be all that was needed. Decapitation would work fine. Just one bullet would be all that was needed. I thought at one time I could be part of those who could stop him. We'd come as one big group and find him in the daylight and expose him and ultimately destroy the demon. But that never happened. I often wondered how other victims cope today. I suppose they also have the occasional nightmares. I dare not even contact them, afraid it would just bring back memories. It's better to just hope, dream, imagine, visualize, those things that represent their well-being and my own. Yeah, so that is like, call it the name, and I was thinking about the same person actually when I wrote this one too.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.